Hi Virgo, welcome to your, oh dear, hi, welcome to your why reading for 15. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. Recommended reader shout out goes to two of them, Psychic Love Heals and Alchemy in You. Much love to them. I will have their links in the description box below, and you can stop by and check them out and see if that works for you. All right. All right, Virgo. Why? Hopefully this answers what your why is. It feels like it's been confirmation as to why things happened and that it's actually a good thing that for the other signs I read for, it's like it feels like the people would be showing up for confirmation. Like they arrived at their own conclusions, but I'm just confirming it. I don't think I'm giving news to anybody. Do you know what I mean? Okay. The Hanged Man. Things are in suspension. Okay. This is all about just letting a situation be what it is and accepting, which, kudos to you, let's be honest, that it is not for you to change. It is the way it is right now. Wow. So we've got someone in lockdown mode and just taking care of themselves. This is Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So someone is very much in just kind of doing their own thing. We've got Hangman and Temperance. Those are both cards of hands off, each of you in your separate corners. Three of Coins, the Sun, Eight of Swords, Two of Coins, Knight of Wands, and Three of Swords. Okay. All right. Okay, it feels like there's renewed interest, that's interesting. There's renewed interest, but they're not doing it's not like it was. Maybe this is just like they're over whatever upset them and they're kind of they or not be reaching out directly to you, but it might be you get word or you hear that they just want to know how you're doing or something. That's there's a floaty, sorry, there. What's this Temperance about? Okay, all right. It feels like they're posturing. It feels like, not in a bad way though, there's a lot more going on behind the scenes than them just casually reaching out. What's this Temperance about? Why? Well, there's bickering and fighting, obviously. Someone maybe felt like, we just need to take some time apart. It's best for both of us. I need to make some choices about my life. Three of Coins. So it's like this parting, but they still want to know how you're doing. They still want to keep tabs, but there's more to it than that. What's this Three of Coins about? Work. So did they separate because of work? Did you separate because, what else were they interested in? That'd be work, Three of Coins. Were they interested in somebody at work? That fell out. So either they're really feeling inspired by the work that they're doing, they're getting their career off the ground, or they have somebody else in mind. What's this Sun about? Or is this them coming back after a period of separation because they need to figure themselves out or they had to sort some things out and now they're inspired and they're trying to come back and work things out with you? What's this Sun about? Or do they feel like, oh, we separated and it's for the best? What's it about? Yeah, they're coming back. Virgo, they're coming back. This is somebody that's taken some time off from the relationship, trying to sort their business out, figure out what they need to do, making some wise decisions about their life. And then they're slowly there's a lot more behind this reaching out. Hey, hi, how are you? If you get word, if they reach out social media or family, whatnot, there's a lot more going on behind the scenes. I think they want to try again. They want a reconciliation. There could be this awareness that while they weren't getting their needs met in the relationship, they also weren't giving very much, and they want to figure out what that is. This card could also be teamwork. This Eight of Swords about. I think there's this understanding that they weren't the best person or partner. They feel more introspective about it than you are. It's weighing heavily on their mind. What's this Eight of Swords about? Yeah. Okay, so this is someone I think that kind of recognizes that they weren't really in it the way they should have been in it. And it's because a lot of other things were on their mind. They were holding back. They were keeping their feelings closed off, probably because they had some, I feel like careers connected to this. There were just other things going on. I don't feel like there's another person, but something else was taking their priority or their attention. They were prioritizing other things. And this, I think they want to, there's a bit of sheepishness. But I do think they want to see if you would be open to perhaps at a later time, maybe if possible, yada, yada, yada. Could there be something still there? What's this Three of Swords about? Three of Swords. What's this Three of Swords about? Yeah, they're okay. Three of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. This is them. It's almost like it was a necessary thing to break up or to ask for the time, the break, not break up, whatever. This time apart, albeit heartbreaking, was necessary. This for me is the to be continued card. And it's almost like they made the decision, or you made the decision. The breakup happened now to at least give a chance for coming back together for the future. Because this is karma. This is also a good luck omen for the future. Nobody knows what's going to happen. It's just going to bode well. So this is also reversal. So if they've been brokenhearted about it, perhaps now they're finally through that slump. We got the Sun here. And we got the Knight of Cups. So this could be somebody that's kind of worked out what they've needed to work out on their own, that was really bothering them and taking their attention away from you. There's been some sort of reckoning with that, or kind of they've made peace with whatever, and they're wanting to come back in. But they're not being obvious about it. This is all them, and I don't know what it was. I feel like it's work, though. I really do. I feel like it's work. What's this Two of Coins about? Yeah, there it is, balance. Someone was giving. Isn't that the case, though? Gosh, that's coming up a lot. The balance issue, the giving more than they're getting. Sometimes that's a means to control. Like I'm going to do everything and be everything you want, but then you're also mine. You know what I mean? And then other times it's like it's just in someone's nature to just, that's what you do in a relationship. You just give and you're a good partner, and then somebody else can take advantage of that. So it's not that there's any obligation per se. It's just like, hey, this isn't working for me because I'm giving way too much. I'm not getting it back, ideally. But okay, what's this Two of Coins? You know what I mean. I'm not ideally in a relationship. You don't want to break up, but it's Two of Coins. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were. I think now some of you are gonna say, well, that it's reversed. I was the one that was giving too much, and or no, they were the one that was giving too much, and I was the one that was holding back. But what is showing here is that this person was consumed by their own issues, and they weren't dealing with it, and they were offering very little to the relationship. And you most likely were the ones not getting your needs met. I don't think they were open, and I don't think they were giving very much emotionally or willing to connect emotionally. And the Two of Coins, and this is about stability and security, also about marriage and faith. This is about something else being prioritized often, to where the relationship or the stability or the marriage gets the leavings, gets what's left over. And this was at the crux of what was wrong. Things were one-sided. There wasn't enough attention. Maybe it's not even one-sided. Maybe it's about like, you know what? We're just not giving enough attention to this. We're not growing our relationship. Each of us are kind of doing our own thing. We're not really connecting. And I'm not making you a priority, and you're not making me a priority. Maybe that's what it was. Because it doesn't feel like this person's bad or one-sided. It just felt like they had some stuff they needed to take care of. They're in self-protective mode, worried about themselves only. And this is someone that prioritizes taking care of theirs and their own because they have to. It's second nature to them, and it's where their focus is at. Their life and their things. And so it's not, I don't feel like someone did this to you. I feel like it's just kind of, you both might have realized, we're starting to kind of go downhill because each of us are prioritizing different things than each other in the relationship. And it looks like the reason why they're coming back is because that has now changed for them. What's this Knight of Wands about? We got Queen of Cups, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. Okay. This could be Cancerian, doesn't have to be. This could be Leo, Scorpio. All right. So, hold on. All right. What's this Knight of Wands and this Queen of Cups? I feel like it's saying that if this is an offer, I can't believe I'm saying this, because usually I'm like, no, down with love. I don't mean to be, but I feel like I'm the one that's like, all right, listen, red flag here, I'm like Red Flag Tarot. That's what I should name this, Red Flag Tarot. I've graduated from Doom and Gloom Tarot, now I'm Red Flag Tarot. What's this Knight of Wands here? Okay. Because what I feel like this is saying, if it is what you want, go for it. But I don't feel like this could be Pisces. I don't feel like you're that bugged about this. I feel like the other person is more intent on, okay, coming back around and kind of getting their foot in the door, and then eventually hoping things will open up to more with you like you had before. And I think this is saying if the conditions are right, proceed. Like, there's a green light if it's okay, but somebody has to make that effort. Perhaps it's you that maybe they're coming in to test the waters and they're wanting to see what your intentions are or if you're open to it now. Because I feel like you might have made the effort before, but now you're just like, I don't know, I'm kind of okay with things the way they are, like I've moved on. You know what I mean? So they're coming around, but they're going to kind of keep their intentions hidden, which could possibly feel like what it was in the relationship. Like, oh, this is just more of the same. They're still not opening up or letting me know what they want or how they feel. They're not telling me everything. They're kind of locked inside themselves. And so you're like, meh. But they're one of those people that just aren't forthcoming about, they it could be that they truly are Cancerian. They approach everything sideways. They don't directly confront something. Even though they got that hard shell, they're a softie on the inside. And so they kind of just put the feelers out and they approach things from the side, But as far as directly coming out and being like, I want to be on you, saying, this is what I want, that's going to take them a while. Even though there might be a lot of that intent or emotion behind this offer or this sort of reaching out again. Because they are, if it hasn't happened yet, it's coming. They are going to reach out. But they're also going to want to see what your intentions are, if you're on board with that, if you're open to it. And that's going to determine what they're going to do, what kind of forward movement is going to happen after that. So I think I feel like it's saying decide what you want, and if it's open, or if you're open to it, go for it. But I don't think it's on you to do that. So perhaps maybe that's for your person to be like, you know what, regardless, like you need to make your intentions known, person. Not Virgo, but person. You need to make your intentions known. But I know that's tricky though, because if you're like, well, if someone's not interested, I don't want to make a fool of myself. But we got energy and passion here, passionate pursuit here. This could be saying go after what you want and take the leadership position and make it happen. Like go after, if you want this, go for it. If you want this, go after it. If the conditions are right, if you both are ready to emotionally invest, this is emotional balance here. We got the Queen. Then go ahead, make it happen. Forward movement. So, but I feel like there's this telling you like, okay, make sure that you're both on the same page. Like, remember that balance issue that got in the way? That needs to be talked about, even though it might be uncomfortable for that person. Too bad, because otherwise we're going to be right back here where it was. 2 cards, please, for Virgo. This makes me happy because honestly, I feel like, doom and gloom or red flag, but I can't not say it. You got to say it. You can't just be like, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. No. So this makes me happy because it's like, go for it with the caveat that you two are in agreement and all the cards are on the table, which is no easy feat, I know. But if you got somebody coming back around, feeling like they've resolved their issues and you're still in that space where there's a love there, then go for it. Yay. Okay, we got the Rider and the Clouds. So I feel like this is a second chance at a relationship that might have been problematic before. And this time around, it could be like the clouds are moving away. You can see it here, they're moving out. And over here is where, in a different deck, there's like this really pretty scenery right here. So otherwise, it's just a delightful cup of coffee with whipped cream, right? Or heavy cream. But seriously, this, I feel like it's a second chance. And I feel like it's actually a good thing. Usually it's like, no, X's need to stay X's. But this is, I don't know, this could be where there were problems before with things being wishy-washy or uncommittal, or like I said, you two both prioritizing different things. This second chance, so this is confirmation that that's what it was, but it's also a second chance at this it's a new shot at it, basically. And it looks like, honestly, we got 4 of Pentacles, Queen of Coins, and we got the 8 of Swords and the Page of Cups. I feel like this person recognizes that it was them holding back in the relationship. It was them focused on other things, which you being not demanding are like, okay, well, I'm just going to do this over here. Okay. And then at some point it just became like, you know what, you're just not in this. And we just need to end this now before, I get mad or whatever. And before we ruin a chance for any future togetherness. And so you did. And very wisely so, because look, now they're coming back around. And honestly, it feels like they've made the changes that they wanted to make, or they've accomplished what they wanted to accomplish, so that they can be available and present in the relationship right now. This is kind of, it's not that it's indifferent. This is frustrated and feeling like where there's nothing I can do. Whereas this right here feels like this is necessary transition time. I need distance. I need time to heal or time to have everything coalesce. And then we've got the bickering because of that, but it couldn't be any other way. But at least it happened then because we got the sun here. We got, this feels like the second time's the charm. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, I know what I want. I want a confirmation card. Confirmation card. Queen of Swords. Decision making. Sometimes this is a bitch card, but I feel like this is all about deciding, somebody realizing, we got the start, we got that illumination in the background. It's like this is clear thinking, knowing what needs to happen, knowing what needs to be done, being organized and being discerning and moving forward, because like this is that thought process right before decisive action. So necessary, like just whittling everything down to what needs to take place, being very organized and perceptive and clear-headed about things. So it could be that that's, again, with this other person's energy that's coming back in, because they will, that feels like this is what's happened. Also, this might be for you saying, okay, don't want to go through what we went through again. So this time around, this could be male or female, but it's like, we're going to lay it out right here. If this is not okay, then we're not proceeding forward. Could be that they reached out online, or that you're talking online now, and it's kind of got this tentative feel to it, but there is, trust me, there's intent behind it. 2 for Virgo, please. All right, Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? Got Queen of Pentacles. Oh, we got the Queen of Pentacles here too, right here, and we've got the Queen of Cups. So we got Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Good gracious. So this could be sincere friends. This could be, I mean, depending on if you want to count the, let's see, 1. This is a clarifier, so say 2. So this is sincere friendship. I'm counting these 2. Sincere friendship. So, you know, yay. That when I said that they were first reaching out, it felt like they were just kind of, how you doing? This just wanted to see, just wanted to make sure. And while there's a lot behind it, I feel like you two didn't burn your bridges. I feel like that's why that you can still kind of keep this tentative communication, or that things didn't get past a certain point to where it was going to be like, there's just no talking to this person. You left it where it was because that's what needed to be done. There's a recognition of that on both your parts and an understanding. And now this time around, when they reach back out, because they will, it's with the intent of feeling, that sounds so strange to say that, feeling you out to see if there is a potential. If not, though, they would like to be friends. Of course, this is up to you and your, discretion. I mean, it's free will and all that, right? And this is general, but it feels like this is a solid offer, that they're where they want to be, they're who they want to be right now. They've got whatever they needed to sort out, it's sorted. Could be dealing with a Capricorn or Libra or Cancerian or a Sagittarius, but even Taurus. But it feels like what they wanted to do, get done, accomplished, sort out, whatever, is ready. They're ready to finally have that, or you are. Somebody's ready for that happily ever after now. One little caveat. I feel like this, because of this Queen of Swords here, I feel like that with this means that come this person or not, because you got the Hangman here, you're fine with it, with that. You're frustrated by the situation but you're okay to leave it as is, because whatever happens, you're going to be just fine. It's almost like you could take it or leave it. Not in a snobby way, but just like, I am okay by myself because I can take care of myself. So if we are in agreement on how to do that, like if we're finally in the same place, then we can have this. But if not, I'm going to have this anyway. So either way, you're sitting pretty, Virgo. If this is what you want, go for it. If you don't, you're still going to be just fine. That Queen of Pentacles could be male or female. That's you being fine unto yourself. Okay, all right. I hope this was helpful, Virgo, and I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care. I hope it works out. I feel like, honestly, that they're being sincere. I feel like they're on the up and up with this. I don't feel like they're trying. I mean, I don't feel like it's fake. I feel like whatever needed to happen, happened, and now they're ready. There you go. Okay. I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.